Rylan, was that Dillon Brooks underneath the basket?
Wow. All I could see was ice. I didn't.
Oh, you didn't see him. It was too icy. Okay.
Man.
Dillon Brooks just did the pettiest thing in the NBA this week. He bought a courtside seat at a Lakers playoff game not to watch his own team, not even to support the opponent, but purely to laugh at LeBron James in person. Yes, you read that right. Brooks doesn't even play for the team facing the Lakers. He simply showed up, iced out chains shining, smiling ear to ear every time the Lakers struggled. The cameras caught all of it. Quick question for the comments. Is this the pettiest move we've seen in recent NBA memory, or has Dillon Brooks officially earned villain status for life? And be honest, how many of you would actually pay for a courtside seat just to troll your rival in the playoffs? Because one thing is clear, Dillon Brooks does not forget. He does not let beef die. He doesn't run out of fuel, and he damn sure doesn't get tired. The man holds grudges like most people hold passwords locked in, never forgotten, and pulled out at the worst possible moment for the other side. And this latest stunt might be the funniest thing we've seen all postseason.
On and picks up the Thunder foul.
Well, we've seen an aggressive LeBron James.
The Lakers were in Game 4 against the Oklahoma City Thunder with their season on the line, down 0-3 in the series. The crowd at Crypto.com Arena was tense. The broadcast crew was on edge. The entire Lakers bench looked nervous. But there was one man in the building who was completely relaxed and loving every single second of it. Dillon Brooks, not on the bench. Not on either team. Not even fighting for a playoff spot anymore. He flew in from Phoenix, bought himself a prime courtside seat, and sat there with a front row view to watch LeBron James and the Lakers possibly get swept out of the playoffs in person.
Also, too, as we continue to talk about on all our broadcasts together, it's the team.
That level of petty doesn't happen by accident. It requires real planning. Booking the flight, reserving the hotel, securing the courtside ticket, picking the perfect outfit, and making sure those iced-out chains were catching every camera angle. The smile was preloaded and ready for every missed shot and bad Lakers possession. This wasn't some casual fan showing up to a game. This was a premeditated trolling operation, executed with the precision of a man who had been waiting years for this exact moment. So let's go back to where this beef really began, because the history matters. It all started in the first round of the 2023 playoffs. The Memphis Grizzlies were the higher seed. The Lakers were the play-in team. And Dillon Brooks made it his personal mission to make LeBron James' life miserable. Trash talk, hard fouls, constant verbal jabs in the media. Brooks ran a full-scale psychological campaign designed to get under the skin of the four-time MVP.
There are some people, the Lakers are making that run, they get it to 14. You and LeBron have that exchange. There are people out there that say maybe you shouldn't do that with one of the better players in the game. What were you thinking?
I don't care. He's old. You know what I mean? I was waiting for that. I was expecting him to do that game 4, game 5. He wanted to say something when I got my 4th foul. He should have been saying that earlier on. But, I poke bears. I don't respect no one until they come and get.
That famous quote from the 2023 series is still living rent-free in Lakers fans' heads. After one of the games, Brooks told reporters that LeBron was old and that he didn't care. He said he was waiting for LeBron to come at him because he pokes bears. He made it clear he wouldn't respect him until he dropped 40 on him. A role player talking to a 4-time MVP like they were equals. Most players wouldn't dare. Brooks said it with a straight face, smiled, and walked off like it was nothing. The Lakers eventually won the series in 6 games. LeBron tried to end it on Instagram with that classic line, "If you ever see me fighting a grizzly bear, help the bear." For about a week, it felt like the perfect punchline. Brooks had been buried, but he never learned the lesson Lakers fans wanted him to learn. He took the loss, stayed quiet for a little while, and kept the rivalry burning in his head. Fast forward to last December. Brooks dropped another gem during media availability that lived for months. LeBron likes people who bow down. I don't bow down. Cold, quotable, and exactly the kind of soundbite Brooks has mastered. Then this postseason rolled around. The Suns got bounced early by the Thunder. With his own season over, most players would have booked a beach vacation or headed home. Not Dillon Brooks, he chose a courtside seat at a Lakers playoff game specifically to watch LeBron James and the Lakers fight for survival against the same Thunder team that had just eliminated him. Game 4, Lakers down 0-3, season on the line. The cameras found him in the second quarter, iced out, leaned back, smiling comfortably like a man living his best life. The broadcast crew couldn't help but notice.
Did we just spot a villain, Kevin Harlan? Was that Dillon Brooks underneath the basket?
Wow. All I can see was
Kevin Harlan and the broadcast booth couldn't help themselves. They spotted Dillon Brooks courtside and immediately started laughing about the villain in the building. The moment was captured live on TV, and by halftime, the clip had already gone viral. The optics for the Lakers were brutal. Down 0-3 in the series, season on the line, and now a longtime rival is sitting courtside enjoying the funeral. While the Thunder were dominating and getting praised across the league, the Lakers were getting roasted everywhere, and now they couldn't even lose in peace. They had to lose in front of Dillon Brooks, the man who's been waiting since 2023 for this exact moment on the floor. It was just as bad as Brooks hoped. LeBron looked frustrated all series, complaining to the refs, slow walking on defense, and disappearing in key moments. Game 2, an 18-point loss. Game 3, 36.8% shooting with only 4 points in the fourth quarter. In Game 4, the Lakers were still trailing at halftime, and the offense looked lost again. The broadcast crew slipped in some telling context. LeBron was averaging just 3 free throw attempts per game in the series, down from nearly 8 against Houston. Accidental honesty from the booth. The Thunder were simply tougher, more physical, and dictating the game. The Lakers kept hoping the whistle would save them. Against this Oklahoma City team, it wasn't happening. Brooks knows all about physical defense. He's built his career on it. Sitting there courtside, he was watching the Lakers run into the exact problems he's been calling out about LeBron for years, an older body that doesn't get the same calls anymore. While the broadcast tried to hype up LeBron's early aggression with filler praise, the cameras kept cutting back to Brooks iced out, smiling comfortably, looking like a man whose lottery ticket was about to hit. Lakers fans in the arena were furious. And social media was even worse. People dragged arena security for letting a known rival sit so visibly. Others joked that the Lakers should have paid Brooks to stay home. The memes wrote themselves, but here's the truth: there's nothing the Lakers can do. Brooks bought the ticket. He's a paying customer. He can sit courtside, smile all night, and enjoy every second. After years of trash talk and beef, Dillon Brooks earned this moment. Brooks isn't just watching the game, he's collecting receipts in person. And this moment perfectly captures who Dillon Brooks has become in the NBA. He's not a superstar. He's not an all-star. He's not even a top 50 player by most metrics. But what he is, one of the most effective and marketable villains in the league. His entire brand is built on talking trash to bigger stars and backing it up with physical, annoying defense. Teams pay him real money because that energy matters in the playoffs. You hate him when he's on the other team. You love him when he's on yours. Sitting courtside at a Lakers playoff game is the latest chapter in that brand-building masterclass. Every camera shot of him smiling, every iced-out chain flash, every viral clip, it's all free advertising. Brooks understands the modern attention economy better than most actual stars. The funniest part? Brooks was years ahead of the basketball world on the LeBron conversation. Back in 2023, when he called LeBron old and said he didn't care, the entire league treated him like he'd committed a sin. They rallied around LeBron and clowned Brooks for daring to say it out loud. 3 years later, the same basketball world is openly asking if a 41-year-old LeBron can still carry a team out of the second round. Charles Barkley, Kwame Brown, and even his own coach JJ Redick are part of the noise. Brooks asked the question publicly when it was controversial. Now the entire sport is asking it. He gets to sit courtside and watch his original take get validated in real time. The dynamic has completely flipped. LeBron used to entertain the back and forth. He dropped the help the bear post and used Brooks as motivation. Now, the LeBron camp is silent on Brooks. The roles have reversed. Brooks is no longer the loud underdog poking the giant. He's the survivor sitting comfortably on the porch, watching the giant get carried out. He doesn't even need to say anything anymore. The cameras are doing all the talking. That's the breakdown. If you enjoyed this, smash the like button if you think Dillon Brooks pulled off the pettiest, coldest move of the postseason. Subscribe so you never miss the next drama. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who's really winning this rivalry long term? Right now, the Lakers are losing and Brooks is winning. The cameras don't lie. See you in the next one.